I am 9 months pregnant officially. 36 weeks, what? So, it feels good to see that. We are in the final stretch. Now I can say that, final stretch. I had a midwife appointment today. That's why this vlog will be up later. They'll probably always be up later if I get them up on Fridays now. I prefer to put up vlogs in the morning. I think everyone does mostly, but these are just gonna be up later. It's just how it is. So, midwife appointment, and turns out I'd lost a pound. Usually at this point you're gaining weight. I lost a pound, and I've been measuring, like my fundal height has been measuring 2 weeks ahead, and it's measuring 1 week ahead now. And it turns out last week it was measuring 1 week behind or only 1 week ahead as well, but I didn't know that, I didn't ask, so whatever. My pulse rate was like low, it was like 60 or something like that, and then my blood pressure, I can't remember my top number, but the bottom number was 58. So that's great. It was good, whatever. So all that was good. And my normal tests, like the little urine strip, everything was good. The only thing is I did have higher levels of something to do with your liver, and I have had itchy feet this week, so it kind of made me a little like, I was like, oh, that makes me a little anxious, because there's correlations with that and problems. So, also, you can have itchy feet just because you're pregnant and you have poor circulation, and your feet might, even if you don't think you're swelling, your feet can swell a little bit. So it's hard to know what's normal and what's not. But regardless, I went ahead and had them do a lab, draw a blood, and just to be sure, because I did have some issues with this with my first pregnancy. So I'm gonna check that out. That's the really other symptom this week, is my feet have been itching. Oh my gosh, they woke me up last night. They were itching. I was like, why are my feet itching? They're not even swollen. So yeah, it's good to have it checked out, but I'm not that concerned. And then I also had to do my group B strep test today, and that's just a little culture swab test thing that they do to see if you have group B strep, you're a carrier, and if you are, you go on antibiotics, and so the baby doesn't get it or something. I've never tested positive for it, so I don't really know the whatever, but it's just a common thing. You can be a carrier apparently, so it's just a safety check. I also had last week, or 2 weeks ago, at 34 weeks, they gave me a packet, and it was like your 34-week packet where you start to prepare, and it's got like, you fill out all your stuff for your birth certificate, all the stuff you can fill out. You can't fill out everything, obviously. And you go through your birth plan, like initial birth plan stuff and blah, blah, blah. So that this week, we're supposed to do it around 36 weeks, but my midwife is on a mission trip. I was seeing the one of the other midwives, so I couldn't do it this week. But we are having our birth planning meeting next week, as long as baby doesn't come before then. So, anyway, so I was filling out some of that paperwork to prepare, because that's where we go in and we talk about the labor plan and what we're gonna do, and you know, who's allowed in the room, and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. So it is all happening. I'm feeling a lot better this week. I'm having a lot of insomnia. I've been having this for so long. It has just become par for the course. I know I will wake up many times a night to go potty or whatever, and I can go back to sleep until I can't. And then I'm just up for like 2 hours, and then I fall back asleep, and then my kids get up, and then I'm tired. And this has been happening, and I just can't seem to beat it. And so, you know, I'm just dealing with it. It's becoming like, seriously, like it's like normal, but it makes me like not enjoy the nighttime, because I know I'm gonna be up for part of it. But I'm just trying to hang in there. I'm just hanging in there. Like Hale, you know, we were talking about that. We were like, we're just hanging in there. I'm kind of going a mile a minute because I just got home. My mom and I went out to lunch after my appointment, and so I want to go spend some time with the kids, and my sister-in-law is here, and I want to go spend time with her. So I'm trying to like rush this along a little bit, but get everything out there. Yeah, I think that's about it. The only other thing is I do plan on, with my last 2 pregnancies, I did these daily vlogs until labor at 37 weeks. I started just doing these daily vlogs every day, and like they were different from like our day in the life vlogs or whatever, or even the other content we would put up. And it's literally vlogs related to what's happening that day, like in the baby world, kind of. It's a fun way to document it and like be excited, and like you just don't know what's gonna happen from day to day, and like we're pretty much to that point. I'm like, woo. So I do plan on doing that again. So in anticipation of that, I'm gonna have a couple more hauls this week than I normally would, because it's back to school time, so in baby time, so I have more hauls than I would normally. But to me, it depends on the time of year. There are times of year where there's nothing. I have no hauls. And then there are other times of the year where I'm like, I have tons, because I've got tons of stuff for the kids back to school, and then we bought stuff for fall, and then we bought, you know what I mean? Like, it depends. So I'm gonna have a few more things like that up this week, more than I normally would, but you know, it's fun. I wanna share it, I wanna still have content up, but I'm kind of gearing up towards the daily vlogs until labor. And the last thing is just that follow us on social media. Like, I can tell you guys, when things happen, I don't post on YouTube first. I post usually on Instagram and Facebook. Kyle does Twitter more, but, well, it depends on him. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are gonna be where I more immediately post. So if something goes on. And that's also, I'll post stuff on, like, the house updates are even more up to date on there and things like that. But yeah, go find us on there because it's getting here. We're getting real, y'all. And I am not having any more real contractions or anything, but I do have them. So I have Braxton Hicks, those happen. But then I'll randomly have contractions that actually kind of hurt, and they'll be intense, and they'll last a little bit, and then they go away, and then that's it for a couple days. So I'm not having prodromal labor. That's early labor, that's real though. And I've had that with my last two. I'm not having that this time, thankfully. And I'm definitely not having any early labor things. But I can tell that I'm starting to get a few, like, more real contractions mixed in with the not real contractions. And they kind of happen just sometimes. And so I'm like, my body's getting ready, y'all. Okay, so let's show you the belly. I took this morning. There it is. Again, I feel like kind of looking the same. This is my fourth baby, so there's a good chance she will not drop down and engage until I am in active labor. That's pretty normal. You don't always just drop down and have things changed, but she's in there, she's happy, she's gonna keep growing, I'm gonna hang in there, I'm going to keep trucking along. At this point in pregnancy, it's not great. Sometimes when I walk, she's right on top of my bladder and every step hurts. Then the insomnia and all that stuff's not fun, but her little movements are awesome. The excitement of her coming soon is amazing. I feel better from the other stuff, so I'm really grateful for that. And I think that's about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go and follow us on our social media stuff just to stay in the loop, especially since I'm not necessarily getting videos up every day like I normally would. I'll try to post more there. Maybe some short videos and things like that too. That would be really nice too, to have for the memories for me as well. That would be awesome. Our social media stuff, it's Kyle and Court everywhere except Facebook, which is Go Team Hale, and those are down below too. So, and then, oh my gosh, I know, so I'm so sorry, y'all. I have just been horrible about this. So many people have been asking for our updated PO box. We had two PO boxes. One that we use for businessy things that aren't related to this, and one that was for here that we actually closed, and we decided just to keep our other one private. But I've been asked so many times to share that PO box, and I keep saying, at first I was like, let me talk to Kyle and whatever, and I keep saying I was gonna share it and I don't, and I'm sorry. I will share it. I'll put the PO box down below. I'll put it on our main page. I'll put it on our Facebook page. There's no reason not to share it. I don't know why I'm being weird about it. And I'm sorry it took me so long. Y'all are so sweet for asking for it. I do like it. I like it especially at Christmas. It's really fun because we can get cards from people from all over the world, and I just think that's really neat to show the children, and it's so sweet of you guys when that happens. I think it's really cool. So PO box, putting it up. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish my just in case hospital bag, and I'm gonna go hang out with the family, and I will just talk to everyone next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Baby dust to my TTC friends out there, and I will see everyone next time. Bye.